The Coast Guard is one of the 5 armed services, and interestingly enough, a lot of people don't understand that. But we are one of the 5 armed services. We've been around since 1790, and we were created in this country during a time when we did not have a U.S. Navy. But the Secretary of Treasury, Alexander Hamilton, wanted to have a naval force, a maritime force, that would enforce the laws of the United States in our waters. That's how we got our start. We've added other duties over the years. Part of that is contributing to national defense as well.
So tell us a little bit about the importance of this event.
Well, this event is once a year in Washington, D.C. The Coast Guard Foundation puts on a dinner. It's basically a fundraising dinner that goes to take care of a number of efforts that the Coast Guard Foundation does, like providing scholarships for some of our young people, for providing for playgrounds, community centers, basically things that the federal government, the federal budget cannot cover. So the Coast Guard Foundation does these dinners around the country. Some of the proceeds will go to projects which help us to do it. I term it as an extra level, extra measure of excellence for our Coast Guard people that we would not be able to do if we just relied upon our federal budget.
You're basically the ambassador for our enlisted Coast Guard men and women. Tell us a little bit about the the caliber of our United States Coast Guard.
Oh, I tell you what, I came in. I've been over 31 years in the Coast Guard. What I can tell you about the caliber of our young men and women, it's never been better than it is today.
The scholarship was a great way for me to be able to focus on school and fully engage in the school community and be a part of different clubs, honor societies, and it really helped me out financially so I could explore everything.
Great. So what are your next? What are your plans after graduation?
I'm currently in grad school right now. I'm going to do occupational therapy and hopefully specialize to be a hand therapist.
Okay, great. And what about you?
Well, it's a very similar situation to hers. Getting into UVA was a dream of mine, and but with that excitement, came a lot of concern about how I was going to pay for that education. And getting the call that I got the Christovich Scholarship through the Coast Guard Foundation was a fantastic surprise, and it really helped.